Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Check Your Altitude Outdoor Cooking Adventures. My wife and I are both teachers, and our summer is quickly winding down, our school year is fast approaching, and we are in the process of thinking about meal prep. What can we have that's quick, that's easy, that we don't have to think about a whole lot? So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to smoke 2 Pikes Peak roasts, and we are going to then slice them so that we can use them for Philly cheesesteaks, French dips, and roast beef sandwiches. So come along with me and I want to show you how I do it. First thing we're going to do is we are going to get these roasts all trimmed up. There's a lot of fat and silver skin on here that we don't want to have in our sandwiches. It can be kind of tough to bite through, so we're going to get rid of all of that right now. We got the roasts all trimmed up. We got all that fat and that silver skin off of them. Next, we need to season them up. So we're going to start with some Killer Hogs Texas brisket rub, and then we're going to go with some Kinder's buttery steakhouse on top of that. We're going to season these. We're going to get them in the refrigerator. We're going to let them sit for 3 or 4 hours so that those spices and that salt kind of absorb into the meat and draws a little bit of that moisture out, and it allows that seasoning to set in there. So we're just going to start with the Killer Hogs. We're just going to get it on there nice and thick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back with the Kinders. I feel this adds a few more different herbs, adds a little bit of a butter to it, and just adds a real good overall flavor to it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get these into the refrigerator. Like I said, they're going to sit for 3 or 4 hours. Then I'll come back and I'll show you what we do after that. Okay, we're back. The roasts have sat in the refrigerator with the spices on them for about 3 hours. So now we're just going to get them on the smoker. The smoker's running at about anywhere from 220 to 235 degrees. You get those in there. Get them into the smoke and get them cooking. We're looking for an internal temperature of about 145 to 150 degrees. That's what we prefer. We're going to come on, check on it periodically to see how we're doing. Okay, so the roasts have been on for about 3.5 to 4 hours. They went a little bit quicker than I thought they would, but the smoker ran consistently at about 220 to 225 degrees, and our internal temp, one is at 144 degrees and one is at 149 degrees, which is perfect because I like mine a little more rare than my wife does, so it's going to work out perfect for us. So I'm going to open this up and get these off of here. Alright, so This one right here is the one that's a little more done, or a little more rare. And this one here is a little more done. So here you see our two beautiful Pikes Peak roasts that have been on the smoker for about 4 hours. The big one here is about 144, 145 degrees internal temp, and the smaller one is about 149 to 150 degrees internal temp. What we're going to do is we're going to set these in the oven, with the oven off, and we're just going to let these rest for, I don't know, an hour or so, and then I'm going to stick them in the fridge to chill them before I slice them. So we'll get back after they rest. The meat rested in the oven for about an hour, sat in the refrigerator for about an hour and chilled down. So now we're going to go ahead and slice it for our sandwiches. And there you have some nice thin sliced smoked beef roast. You can either use it for French dips, you put it on a roast beef sandwich, or you could chop it up and put it in a Philly cheesesteak, add some onions and some peppers, make a Philly cheesesteak out of it with some cheese. Very simple recipe. Beef roast, seasoned, 225 degrees for 3.5 to 4 hours. Very simple thing to do. Easy to prep for meals for work. And I just hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please remember to check your altitude. Catch you on the next one.